Happy 4th of July. Happy 250th birthday, America. You are watching the J Red Show. Some of you on YouTube, some of you on TikTok. NHL free agency is underway. John Carolina made a huge trade. Traded Bo Byram and Jordan Greenway to Chicago for a fourth. And Lewis Crever. This is a huge win for the Buffalo Sabres and a huge loss for Chicago. The Sabres clear up $11 million in cap space, and they get rid of a bad contract in Greenway, and they get the 4th overall draft pick and a very good defenseman. I mean, this Crever has a lot of the tools. Hardest shot at 102.83 miles. Massive skating speed, 23 miles. 22 mile 4 22 mile an hour bursts. 114 shots on goal. Most shots over 100 miles. He has all the tools. This is a great trade for the Sabres. And for the Blackhawks, it's a really bad one. I mean, yes, Bo Byram is a good defenseman. But 6 years, $12.5 million? Again, maybe I'm wrong, but on paper, this is great for the Sabres and terrible for Chicago. The Blackhawks might be heading down the same path the Sabres did when they led to a 15-year playoff drought. Now the Sabres are finally a serious organization. The Blackhawks are probably the new champion for biggest clown show. Although after that, it was kind of quiet for Buffalo. They used that 4th round pick to get Dexter Rudolph. So I don't know why they didn't go with the projected Chase Reed. But then I gotta remind myself, me and a lot of Bills fans were upset when they picked Josh Allen over Josh Rosen. So it's one big crapshoot. Then after that, it was just quiet. A lot of moves to Rochester. Connor Sherry's back. Dennis Gilbert's back. They traded Anton Wahlberg to Edmonton for Orland Zellweger. The other big move was trading Devin Levi. Now, this is a little bit of a concern. I mean, yes, Levi did regress. I don't think he was going to become the goalie that we needed him to be. But still, now Buffalo has a big hole at goalie. It just seems like they're going to run it back with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Alex Lyon. So while I do like the Byron Greenway Crever trade, I don't think the Buffalo Sabres have improved on from last year. Maybe they might have gotten a little bit worse. They should still be good. They should still make the playoffs. They also trade. I almost forgot. They trade Alex Tuch. They traded Alex Tuch to Washington for David Kampf and a 3rd pick in the 2027 NHL draft. So from Washington's perspective, it's like 8 years. That's way too long. I'm looking at their core, like Ovechkin is back. How long are you going to have Ovechkin for? How long are you going to keep this window open? They should be Ovechkin's been around for 20 years. They should be tearing it down, rebuilding. 8 years? So I'll say it's a win for the Sabres. Well, actually, I don't know about that, because, as I said, they did lose one of their best scorers. And I think the big problem is that John Carolina is it's the salary cap. Kevin Adams gave a lot of bad contracts, and John Carolina needs to clear them out. To clear up some salary cap space. That's why he hasn't done much. That's why he hasn't made that big splash to get the Sabres over the hump. So, I think the Sabres will still be good this year. And yes, free agency isn't trade out over. We'll see what John Carolina is going to do. But on paper, they have gotten worse. So, I think the Sabres will still be good, but this could be a step back year. I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year. But maybe I'm wrong. Because 2 years ago, the Bills were supposed to have a reset, step back year. And yet it literally became the closest they got to the Super Bowl in the Allen B. McDermott era, as they were arguably a Dalton Kincaid drop away from doing so. So, like I said, we'll see what happens, but on paper, the Sabres have gotten worse. I like the moves that were made. I think they'll eventually work out, but they really haven't done much to improve. So, what are your thoughts, him and Jared show? World Cup. This has been a very exciting World Cup. A lot of close games, a lot of thrilling moments. Team USA, arguably I don't think you can say arguably. I think this is the best U.S. national team we have ever seen. They defeated Bosnia 2-0. Well, Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0. Florian Malone scored with the 45-minute mark just before halftime. And then we had an absolute garbage BS red call on Florian Belglon. He challenged Tarek Mahamarov and war. But he didn't. It was just a normal tackle. He slid, brought him down. He did nothing wrong. And he gets a red card for it? He might be suspended for the entire World Cup. It's ridiculous. Well, Team USA was shorthanded. Malik Talaman scores to make it 2-0 on a free kick. And now USA will go on to face Belgium. I'll say Team USA's chances in this tournament, it's unlikely they'll win it all, but it's not impossible. I think this is a little bit better than a mid-major team in the NCAA tournament. And yes, we've seen crazier things in sports. We've seen miracles in sports. So, I mean, they need a lot of luck, especially when they go up against some of the better teams in the tournament, like France and Spain. Like, France is a machine. They're scoring like 3 goals a game. I mean, they're going to be very difficult to beat. But still, I think Team USA should be very proud of how far they've gone. This is probably the best U.S. men's... This is easily the best men's U.S. national team we've ever had. And, who knows? If they get some breaks, if they can force some games in the penalty shootouts and capitalize them, maybe they'll pull up a miracle and win this whole tournament. But what do you think? What are your thoughts, Hitman Trader Jared Show? What are your thoughts on the Sabres? What are your thoughts on the U.S. Olympic team? What do you plan on doing for the 4th of July? Hit me on Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky, all at JRed Show. Right now, I'm watching some Morocco. Canada, also the furthest they've ever gone in this tournament. Again, much longer shots to win the USA, and it'll probably be one of the big teams winning it. We've never seen a FIFA World Cup final with outside of the European power, with a team outside of Europe and South America. But we'll see how far Team USA can go. What does Him and Trader Jared Show, and I will see you later.